Yo, what's up guys, it's Light Snowpup back here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be doing a full elemental breakdown on all the elements in Genshin Impact, the effects they can have on enemy targets, and as well as how you can combine different characters to get the biggest amount of damage possible and kill enemies as quick as you can. The elements are Anemo, Wind, Geo, Earth, Electro, Lightning, Dendro, Nature, Hydro, Water, Pyro, Fire, and Cryo, Frost, which are all displayed on screen. And anyways, let's get into it and we'll describe all the effects they'll have. Firstly, we're going to cover the basics of Pyro against Dendro, or Fire against Nature. As you guys can see in the video, whenever Pyro hits Nature, it deals ongoing Pyro damage for a duration, and it keeps consistently dealing that damage until it's neutralized or gone out. That's pretty much the summarization of Pyro, so it's pretty much just burnt damage, continue ongoing fire damage. The next reaction is called Crystallize. Crystallize activates when Geo comes into contact with an enemy that has Hydro, Electro, or Cryo applied to it. When crystallization reaction occurs, the applied element of the enemy will disappear and an elemental shield dependent on the enemy it came into contact with will surround the player. The elemental shield will protect the player from the corresponding elemental damage, but if no damage is taken, it will disappear in roughly 15 seconds. As you guys can see with the video in the background, when I walk into the fire, above the health bar it displays fire. It's protecting me from that elemental damage, and it's the same with creatures. Swell is the last basic elemental attack. Swell activates when a miHoYo is used against an enemy that has Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo already applied to it. When a Swell reaction occurs, damage dependent on the element it reacted with will hit nearby enemies and apply that element to them as well. If the apply element was Hydro, it will freeze enemies or burn enemies if the element was Dendro, for example. Okay, so the last thing to cover is this table, which you guys can see on screen. So firstly, we're going to go with electricity and ice. So when you combine those two elements together in-game, it creates a superconduct, which deals cryo area of effect damage and reduces the target's defense. So it will deal a lot of damage within the area. Next is electric and water. It will deal ongoing electric damage for a duration while in that body of water. So similar to real life, where if you put a toaster with electrical supply in water, it will continue doing damage if someone was to touch that water. Next is electric and fire. This creates an explosion that deals pyro area of effect damage and effectively breaks geoshields. Next, we're going to go around the outside, which are the last three covering factors for elemental damage. So when you use water on fire, it will deal additional elemental damage, much like in Pokemon, how water is super effective against fire. That's pretty much the basics. Then, fire against ice. Fire obviously melts ice, so it will trigger a melt in-game, which will also increase damage. And then ice and water, frozen plus shatter. Frozen targets cannot move. Shattered is triggered from physical damage to frozen targets. So as you guys can imagine, freezing a target in a place is a huge advantage, especially when it's PvE. The enemy can't move, they can't react, so yeah. But pretty much that's the basics. There's one or two more things I'll cover in this video, and then I'll finish it off. The last thing I wanted to cover was how to know what element the enemy has. So as you guys can see from the image on screen, it's literally displayed directly above their head. Besides the three first things covered, anything else should be displayed above their head pretty much. So if there's any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask in the comments and I will respond. I can even message you on Discord. If you join my Discord, you can ask me there. Besides that, I'll be live on Twitch later today, so if you guys want to drop by, I would appreciate it, but by no means do you have to. As always, I really hope this video helped you out, guys, and until next time, bye!